I was drafted in 1950, October the 6th. We started off in Fort Devens, and I was in believe it or not, they put me in the Mobile Bakery, quartermaster bakery. We baked bread in the field, and we were all ready to go to Germany. We had all new equipment, and I was a battalion motor sergeant. And once somebody got killed at the post in a real accident, and my name came up. They needed me in Korea more than they needed me in Germany. So off I went to Korea. Well, believe it or not, it was disastrous. We landed in Busan, and we had to look around for all our equipment. And once we got our equipment together, we moved out to Daejeon. And from there, we were in the quartermaster headquarters. We were in supplies, shipping equipment all over South Korea. And then we moved up to Seoul and did the same thing, and shipping stuff. And we were also, with the grave registration, we used to bring ammo to the front lines and bring bodies back. We would distribute food, clothing. It was interesting. And the people were very, very poor. They had no housing. I mean, they just lived in little huts. And the Korean people in the rear line were excellent people. They appreciated everything we did for them. And I felt comfortable going out in the nighttime. You know, I didn't feel though they're going to attack me or abuse me, but it was a good experience. Yeah, you wouldn't do it for $1 million, but I got $2 million experience. I was a battalion motor sergeant. I was in charge of all their trucks, and the companies were under us. So when they needed food, clothing, they used to call us, and we would dispatch trucks out to them. We used to deal with the British, French, some German. We had some Turks, you name it, and UN, and NATO. So we were supplying them with stuff also. We saw these little helicopters that had two bodies on the side that we knew there was a battle going on, and we had to rush to bring stuff to the front lines. Yeah, we used to see the Americans and the MiGs fighting over the Yellow River. It was just routine, you know, you just saw it all the time. We used to bring them from there to Seoul. From Seoul, they would examine the bodies, recognize them, ship them to Japan to be rechecked. And from Japan, they would send them to the States. I was always alert. And then, matter of fact, when I went over, Luke, I didn't think I was going to come home. Oh, a few times, going up in front lines, a few times the snipers would harass us. But that's about all. So yeah, that was your girlfriend. You're right. Well, you thought of it like your wife. You took care of it. A lot of good memories. That's the best part of it. I had good memories when I was dealing with all the Korean people, dealing with a lot of good friends. And you know, one day at a time, and the Korean people were great. They were really, really good people. And you felt badly for the little children, you know, that when they got lost, they broke up with their families. And we used to go and patrol, going to the front lines, and we stopped to have a tinkle. And these little kids come off the mountain, living alone with big stomachs, and they needed food. And we used to give them all our rations, you know, C rations, K rations, whatever we had in the truck. And they appreciated everything you gave them. They didn't waste anything. And like I said, everybody had mud huts, straw huts. When we threw cardboard away, they would take it to put insulation in their units, you know, to keep warm in the wintertime. Everything we threw away, they used it for a purpose. Well, we had good equipment. We had good equipment. The only trouble we had with the boots, thermal boots, because running in the mountains and stuff, it would tear up the stones, would tear up the boots. And that's what the main trouble was. A lot of got frostbite on their feet. And once they were cold feet, poor guys couldn't move. Well, when I got drafted, like I said, when I gave all my stuff away. I had tools and stuff. I was a decent mechanic. I said, I'm not coming home. So the hell with it. And off I went. But you made the best of it. I did the right things and got promoted quickly. And every time you got promoted, you had an easier job. I was there 13 months. I got out September 52.